I can't even believe that this is reality anymore. A PlayStation game is coming to Xbox Game Pass. Yep, we got to talk about this. Okay, so I mean, if you haven't heard the news, that's right. A PlayStation game is coming to Xbox Game Pass, and the game in question is MLB The Show. It's coming to Game Pass on April 20th. It's the standard edition of the game, and that will also be on Android tablets and phones via Game Pass, the cloud version. Uh, so that means basically, if you have Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, you are getting MLB The Show at no additional cost. Well, PlayStation players are going to be paying $70 for a game made by PlayStation Studios. This story is so crazy insane. Okay, look, I'm not a baseball fan, but I wasn't about to go out and buy MLB The Show or look for a code or whatever for MLB The Show for $70 on PlayStation. Now it's just going to be on Game Pass on day one. It's going to have cross-platform play and progress too. So no matter where you have Game Pass, you're going to be able to play. And if you upgrade later, you're going to be able to keep that going. This story is just so nuts. How did this deal ever happen? So you're telling me Xbox went to a PlayStation Studios company and said, we really want MLB The Show. We want baseball on our console. And what does this mean for like the future of Game Pass and the future of games coming to the platform? It's just pretty nuts. So could this ever mean that another PlayStation game could come to the platform? I'm starting to wonder because it kind of opens Pandora's box in terms of what is possible for the platform. We've already seen PlayStation games that have been out for a while coming to the PC market. People would lose their SHIT if, sorry, if your kids can spell, if Death Stranding started coming to Xbox Game Pass, even if it was just for PC. But I think the possibilities are starting to shift with concepting what is actually possible for this service. Oh, and Sony fans gotta be unhappy. It is they're gonna be paying $70, and Xbox Game Pass players pay what? $1, $9.99, $14.99, a fraction of the cost to experience this game. And they're gonna convert new users like me. I haven't played a baseball game since like the NES, because I'm not that big of a baseball fan. I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, I love baseball all of a sudden. But you give me a free game that I can check out on day one and just sort of be there. And, okay, what have they done with baseball in the last, however old I am, 50 years? I'm not 50 years old, but I'm getting up there. Yeah. So I just did a real quick scroll the reaction, and of course everybody's kind of losing their mind over this news, myself included. All I could say is just, wow, I can't even wrap my brain about it. This is just completely my natural reaction to the story. And I looked on Twitter, and Greg Miller pointed out, what a great look for Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. What a terrible look for PlayStation and PlayStation Plus. And I hadn't even considered that. So here's Xbox. They're just saying, hey, come play baseball. To, America's pastime. Come on in, play it. Let's get MLB The Show in front of more people. And PlayStation has announced nothing. What is Sony doing? Does Sony have like some huge show or something they're planning? They have been like dead silent for so long. Okay, we got the Ratchet and Clank 60 FPS update. Sony, you are allowing one of your games to be released on Game Pass. It's basically going to expand the eyeballs on the property to so many more people. You can get access to MLB The Show for $1 on Xbox, but your users have to pay $70 on your platform? What's going on? Put it on PlayStation Plus. Like, put it on the new service that comes with PlayStation Plus. Sony just needs to update their infrastructure at this point, and maybe that's why that store closure is happening all at once. It's absolutely insane to me that on the one hand, we have all these Xbox stories happening right now, and Sony's just like crickets. Nothing's going on over there. They must have something big planned, or there's no way. There's no way nothing's going on over there, right? Their big story is that they close their stores and they just have nothing. PR wise to talk about. It's nuts to me. Some of the other stories I wanted to talk about. Phil Spencer also tweeted that, Game Pass is currently only available on Android devices. So if you want to play via the cloud, you have to use like an Android tablet or an Android phone, and MLB the Show is going to be playable there. Well, Phil Spencer, sort of during all this, replied to somebody and said, guess what? It's coming to iOS soon. And somebody tweeted at me and pointed out that The Verge had done a article earlier this year talking about Game Pass games being able to be played in your browser. So you already have excellent games on Game Pass. Like, I could imagine Octopath Traveler is going to be a great game to play via the cloud. Games that don't require fine input, I think, are absolutely fine to be played via the cloud. I think it's, like first-person shooters, I'm always going to have a hard time with. I think there's just that input delay, and you can just feel it. A few milliseconds when you're playing on 120 hertz or 60 hertz or on PC, like ridiculous. I have ridiculous frame rate on this monitor. It's like 360 hertz monitor. So it's nuts when you're playing PC games and you just have this almost no delay. And then you go to something like a cloud-based service. It's a little weird, but the fact that you are going to have the option to just boot up your Game Pass games in your browser when Stadia is basically dead. There's no competition in this space. Sony and Nvidia, I guess, are there, but I mean, Sony's online streaming infrastructure hasn't been popular for a while, and Nvidia's is pretty solid. I'll give Nvidia's Shield a nod, but Xbox just keeps putting money into this, and how did this deal ever happen? I would have loved to be a fly on the wall in the Microsoft offices when this was announced. Does Sony not realize like this is sending ripples through the industry? Everybody is astounded and flabbergasted, and like it's hard for me to even react to it. I never would have imagined. It's just so weird to me. It'd be like if Halo. Okay, Halo's a bad example. I don't know. There's no other really platform exclusive sports games, so I'll use Halo as an example. It would be like if Halo was released on PlayStation and you could get it for $9.99 a month, and on Xbox you could only pay $70 for it, and that's the only way you could get it. Imagine that happen. Like if you're a baseball fan, it's crazy. I'm blown away. Why would Sony allow this? What is going on over there? This is a huge win for Xbox. This is a huge win for Game Pass. This is a really big win for gamers on the Xbox platform. Sony, you gotta say something. Sony has this. They have to come up with a competitive angle here. Otherwise, they just look really bad. They look really bad, and I don't relish in that. Like, if you were excited for MLB on PlayStation, this sucks. This is really bad news for you. So, anyway, yeah, I just had to post a little reaction video about this news because I did the Game Pass video versus PlayStation Now yesterday, and had you told me about this before I recorded that, that would have been a different video. My reaction and analysis would have been different about the service. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm recording it late, so I just wanted to put this video out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like these types of videos where I just sort of sit and ramble and talk to you directly, you can subscribe, and memberships are turned on. And I have a terrible outro. Let's think of a new outro. I'd be like, this is Bam Legary signing off. See you next time, everybody. Bye. That was really bad. That's not going to be my new outro. Bye.